Hi, this is Troy from Playtime Engineering, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to connect an iPad to your Blipblox so you can basically use some simple software to play your Blipblox using the iPad as a keyboard, basically. So just a few things you need to do this. You need a few pieces of hardware. You need this small adapter, this white adapter here. This will basically convert your Lightning from your iPod to a standard USB, kind of the bigger USB connector here. Here we're using an iPad with a Lightning connector. Newer iPads use USB-C, so be sure and get the right adapter for that. This one costs about $16. I like this because it has the charging port, so you can charge your iPad while you are playing with it. The next piece of hardware you need is this USB to MIDI interface. So this is a brand we like. This is under $20. And this is pretty convenient. This is a good one to have because not only can you use it for playing an iPad, but you can also use it to upload new sounds to your Blipblox using your computer. So this is a nice device to have with a Blipblox. You can do some sequencing on your computer. And like I said, you can also upload new melodies if you have the After Dark or SK2 models. So finally, the last thing you need to do with the hardware is connect the MIDI out of this MIDI interface into your Blipblox. So remember, MIDI goes in to out, or in this case, it kind of goes out to in. So make sure you're using the MIDI out on the cable to connect to the MIDI in on your Blipblox. So over here, we have the midi-controller. This is a simple $5 piece of iPad software. It is, like I said, it's only $5, super simple, and it's a really easy way to get going. There's so much good software for the iPad you can use for making music and doing MIDI stuff. This is the simplest one we found though. So once you have all these guys connected together, you're going to click this little button here, and you're going to select basically your USB MIDI interface. It should show up something like this, just USB MIDI interface. So select that. And then on your Blipblox, so normally on your Blipblox, it's playing a little melody. So what you'll want to do is turn off the internal sequencer. You can do that by holding the filter and mod button and pressing the seek button. So by default, this software sends out the notes on MIDI channel 1. By default, your Blipblox should be on MIDI channel 1, but if for some reason it got changed, you can change the MIDI channel. This is by holding down the control 1 and 2. And then here you can select one of the 15 MIDI channels. This is only available on the SK2 and the After Dark. If you have the original white model, it will default to channel 1 always, so you don't have to set that. So now we can just turn off the sequencer, and now we can you can play the notes here on the iPad and go into the Blipblox, which is pretty fun. On your little MIDI interface, this is a nice debugging tool. This is just showing when that blue light blinks, it's showing that MIDI information is coming out of the iPad and going into the MIDI interface. So if you're debugging, that's a pretty handy thing to do. These pads just play some random sounds. They're pretty fun. What I really like about this software is you can change the number of keys. So if you have sort of large fingers like I do, you can get bigger keys if you want, or you can make the keyboard more dense here to give you more keys available. And you can also change the octave. So this is how you get to different. So I think that's all there is to it. This is a good, easy way to get your Blipblox synced up to an iPad and just play around with it. I think this is a lot of fun, and it's a pretty inexpensive way to add some new functionality to your Blipblox. Again, this will work with all Blipblox models, so enjoy, and thanks for watching.